Hi everyone, it's your favorite girl Nix of OAU. On this week's Throwback Thursday, I will explain the OAU July 10th, 1999 massacre that claimed the life of five students. OAU has been known to be a cultist-free school, but something happened on the 7th of March 1999. Let me take you back in time. The SUG apprehended 9 students, or should I say 9 cultists, that were trying to initiate their new members. Yeah, you heard that right. They were trying to initiate their new members, but they were caught. So after investigation and all that, they confessed that the then VC was an ally. So the SUG took them to the police station, and after some while, they got released. I guess they had an upper hand, something like that. So after they are released, other students did not agree to it, so they had to protest. One thing led to another. They had to shut down the school for 3 months. So the school had to resume after three months. So now on July 9th, 1999, yeah, July 9th, 1999. Lanre Adeleke, also known as Legacy, George Yemi Iwilade, popularly known as Afrika, and some of the student union officials and members were present at the president's room in Awolowo Hall of Residence. I think they were tired. They had a series of events, the student union activities and all that. So they were very tired. While the care guys were having their gyration at the Awokaf. Yeah, Legacy was a member of the care guys, but he couldn't attend the gyration because he was so tired. However, the care guys wanted to initiate Africa that night, but he was also tired, so he had to go to his room to rest. Legacy also said he won't go, so he will have to rest before he can maybe say he wants to go. But other members and officials of the student union went to meet the care guys group to continue the gyration. At around 3:30 a.m., that's July 10th, 1999, they had a gunshot. About 40 men, approximately 40 men, invaded the school, especially the Awo Hall of Residence, with guns, machetes, and knives. Yeah, you heard that right. Their targeted victims were the student union officials, especially Legacy and Afrika. Some of the guys attacked the care guys group, while the remaining went straight to the hostels of the student union president and secretary general, which was Afrika. Yes, Afrika was a 400 level student and also the secretary general of the student union government. On getting there, they met a guy sleeping at the corridor. They shot at the guy. That was when Legacy woke up, but Afrika was still sleeping in his room. Afrika's room is just 2 rooms away from Legacy's room. Legacy woke up and had to escape. While trying to escape, the other guy beside his room saw him, a past 4 medical student. He had to pick the guy with him. But when they tried to pass through the kitchen cabinet to call Afrika, they saw that the cultists were already in Afrika's room, so they had to escape to the next room. On getting to the next room, they stayed there, but the cultists were already at Afrika's room. They shot at Afrika and they macheted him. A part 1 student was with Afrika. Yes, the guy is fond of activism. He's fond of Afrika, so he's always with Afrika. They shot at the guy also, but the guy didn't die. Afrika died instantly. So when they left Afrika's room, they went back to the corridor. They were shouting, "Legacy, Legacy, come out. If you're man enough, come out and face us." Legacy wanted to come out, but the students with him did not allow him to go out. Yes, they didn't allow him. So when the cultist or cult member left, Legacy came out and went to Afrika's room. But on getting to Afrika's room, Afrika was already dead, but the part 1 student was still alive. So he raised his hand for Legacy to help him. But Legacy was so weakened by the death of Afrika that he couldn't even help the part 1 student. But he went outside to call for help for the part 1 student. But the part 1 student already lost too much blood when they got to the hospital, so he died. It was recorded that 5 students died and 11 were injured. In the wake of the massacre, students demanded justice and resignation of the then VC, who has failed to address the issue of cultism on campus. He was eventually suspended. So every year, OAU staff, students, and alumni commemorate the victims, known as the OAU 5, in various ways, such as candlelight processions, symposium, to honor their memory and to advocate against cultism. Thanks for listening. Love you. Say no to cultism.